Well, I guess I need to log into my 401k. I hadn't logged into it probably in 10 years or so. And the reason being is because what I've always been told about 401k is the last thing you want to do is touch it or even look at it. So I didn't. And when I did, oh my God, I got more money than I thought.
Hey, I'm Jessica Steets. I'm the HR manager here at Republic-mfg. I handle all employee relations. I've been here 4 years, since June.
And I am David Gradney, being interviewed by Jessica Streets. So you guys all knew I would be in trouble for HR, and now it's on film.
When I first met David, he said, quote unquote, "I hate HR. We're going to have a reoccurring monthly meeting."
And we technically do.
Well, see, every time you come to my office, it's always delightful, right?
I wouldn't say delightful,
I'm going
but
to kick you under the table.
I wouldn't call it delightful, but I mean, we have an understanding.
That's what I'm saying. This is always happens when David comes to talk to me. You should just have a video of like action when David walks in.
Usually because I have some agenda of trying something I want to get away with, but we'll see.
Yeah, it usually never works.
And I want to see how far I can push it.
You're fun to work with because of that. You keep me on my toes.
Well, I'm glad to know that. We had an HR meeting, right?
Or 401k informational meetings.
We had the 401k meeting and I went, okay, that's interesting. And I was like, well, I guess I need to log into my 401k. I hadn't logged into it probably in, 10 years or so. And the reason being is because what I've always been told about 401k is the last thing you want to do is touch it or even look at it. So I didn't. And when I did, oh my God, I got more money than I thought.
And quote unquote, he said, "I'm not going to tell my wife."
Yes, that's the first thing came out of my mouth. I'm telling my wife how much money I got.
You said you're going to be able to retire and you're not going to tell your
That's
wife.
Right. That's right. I'm not going to be able to retire and I'm not going to tell my wife. Now, I've then since told my wife. Then she since looked at hers and went, I got more money than I thought too. So my job at Walmart, I'm not doing that when I get 65. I get to retire.
Great. So you don't have to have a plan B anymore.
I don't have to have a plan B anymore.
But also on the 401k meeting, like you said, you just put the money away, didn't think twice about it, and you were pleasantly surprised with the outcome.
And when you take these like loans of $5,000 and all that, when I got to looking at it and thinking about it, and when you do the normal average there, it amounts to about $40,000, which is absolutely unbelievable.
Compound interest is your friend with the 401k, so it is best to leave it in there. You should look at it a little bit more often, make sure you're investing well, things are going right. But it is good that you just put your money in there and didn't think twice about it, because that's the goal. It's kind of like taxes. You just pay it, forget about it, and over time it does build into a pretty good savings account. She's absolutely right. Of course, when you take those loans out, you miss all the Republic paying you their percentage they would normally pay you, plus any interest you would have made on the money. You sacrifice it now to have a future later. And didn't you recently, because of that, kind of inspired you to increase your 401k? Yeah, it did. So once I realized how much money was in there, I went, oh my God, hey, what if I put a little extra in there? So I always tell employees to, when they get a raise, to just go in and increase their 401k, because we get used to living within those means. If you get a raise, you can increase your contribution and then you don't really notice it. And especially young employees, they really should start participating in the 401k and getting in there, taking advantage of it. And if you can, totally agree, try to max it out. Yeah, I started the minute I was eligible for 401k here. I matched out Republic's match is what it was. Yeah, and we do have a really good match. Yes, we do. For being a smaller company, you contribute 5% and then we contribute 4%, basically up to that percentage, up 5%. It amounts to about 9% for you, which is unbelievable free money. And most companies and most of the people I talk to that have 401k, and even some of the larger companies, they don't do that. Now, when you are automatically a new employee, you're automatically enrolled after your eligibility period into the 401k at that 5%. So that way you're not losing out free money. But for those employees who are not enrolled at that 5%, you really should go back and try to re-enroll that 5% contribution to get that match, because ultimately you're leaving free money on the table. Absolutely. The other thing that I did too, I made sure that it was just in a self-managing account. So that's all it is. I don't know anything about stocks. I don't know anything about bonds or all that other stuff. But based off my age, it does what it's supposed to do. So what about profit sharing? Did you look recently at your profit sharing? I did. I finally looked to see how much money I was getting for profit sharing. I don't know when the last time I looked at that either, because that's tied to your 401k, obviously. So what do you think about profit sharing?
I think profit sharing is great. I like having free money.
Who doesn't, right?
If you're willing to give it to me,
to that retirement.
that's correct. If you're willing to give it to me, I'm willing to take it.
Yeah. So it encourages employees at Republic to continue to work hard, look for ways to cut costs, and continue to work efficiently, so that way we can all benefit in the end.
Absolutely. Anything we can do to save the company money, that's more profit sharing for us.
Yeah. And we want to continue to grow it every year, especially with 2020, a hard year for everyone. And so it was really great that Republic was able to contribute to profit sharing with all the conditions that we didn't have any control over.
I've been here a long time, and I've kind of gotten to see how we do business. And I think one of the things as a company, we do business very efficiently.
So what advice do you have for other employees out there?
I would advise you to look at it as just a savings account that you have in the back of your mind, but you don't know exists.
Yeah.
And just dump as much money into it as you can. I think now my plan is now I see more of a future retirement wise versus having to work. I think I can do it at 62.
So you'll be ready for retirement.
I am
life
ready
on
for
the
retirement.
beach.
I am ready for retirement now.
I think you would have been a great Walmart greeter, though.
No.
You would have had so much personality.
Yeah, but I don't know if the HR would have let me stay at Walmart as a Walmart greeter.
You'd be like, guns this way.
Yes,
you
that's
just
it.
need to
Guns
leave the
and
building.
ammo this way. Nothing. We don't sell nothing else. Hey, what we doing? Hey, no, put that back now.
You should totally be security at Walmart.
Let's
So,
just back it up a little bit.